How's everyone doing? I just found a bunch of boxes of comic books from when I was a kid. I was really into comic books back in the day, and I haven't seen these comic books in like over a decade. Most of them are from like the 80s and 90s, and I figured I'd go ahead and do a video showing you guys my comic book collection. And I'm probably going to be selling all of these comics as well. So if there's anybody that's watching that's into comics, let me know if you're interested in anything. I love to sell them all as a lot. I might keep a few that I have like really memories of reading them, especially like New Mutants. Those are like that was my favorite book back in the day. Cable was my favorite character back in the day, even though he was essentially a Terminator ripoff, but he was still awesome. And I loved Rob Liefeld. I know a lot of people weren't a big fan of his, but I loved it. Loved his unique look to the characters and the artwork and the styling. I loved all the Image people too. Todd McFarlane, Jim Lee, Eric Larson, Will Spartaccio, all the different people involved there. But let's go ahead and get into it. There's 3 boxes right now, and I know I used to have a lot more. I don't know if there's more over at my parents' place or not. I haven't, gone through everything, but it very well might be that my dad might have thrown some out during a move years ago. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. I think I'm just gonna do. I'm probably gonna break this up into parts because each box is probably gonna have a bunch of comics, and this video is gonna be super long. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm just gonna keep like a handful of comics. And then just sell the majority of them. Like I said, I really was into New Mutants, so I'll probably keep a bunch of those. Some maybe Valiant ones, maybe a couple X-Men ones. But I think the majority of the ones I'm going to get rid of. Again, if I haven't read them or looked at them in over 10 years, then there's really no reason to keep them for me personally. But I would love to, if there's somebody out there that's interested, obviously I'll give you a deal. Love to pass those on. But yeah, here's the comics right here. Here's a box so you can get an idea. One box there, that's the biggest box, and then another one, and then another one. And I did get a few recently that I was kind of in the mood to get back into comics. So there's a stack right there on top. But yeah, I think I'm just not going to keep those either. I have a few New Mutants ones off to the side right there. That I found. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get into it and show you. So let's check out. And again, if you're interested in any of the comic books, let me know. And let me know if you're into comics growing up or if you're into comics now. And what your favorite comic book was and favorite comic book character. But let's go ahead and get into it. Show you the ones that I picked up recently. Thunderbolts. This is number 157. I love that artwork. That's what appealed to me. I just happened to go to the local comic book store. Extraordinary X-Men. This has as number 8, has a digital edition as well. But this was actually pretty cool. Old Man Logan and Apocalypse and the Horsemen. Got Deadpool briefly in there. The Amazing Spider-Man number 617 with the Rhino breaking through. That is a pretty awesome cover right there, and it's rated A for adult, I assume. So yeah, and the comic book prices gone up a little bit. $4 for that one. Yeah, this was $5 for that one, rated T for teen, I guess. So yeah, comic books back in the day were like, I don't know, $1.50 or something. $3. So yeah, it's, this one being $5, I guess because of the digital edition. Then I remember I have so many fond memories of going to like local comic book stores and different places that I grew up. The same thing when I was into movies and stuff too. Growing up as a kid, there was the local video rental stores. But Uncanny X-Men 204, I guess this was $5 when I bought it. I do think that's a pretty cool cover. Nightcrawler. I'm pretty sure the whole that whole one is just about Nightcrawler. That whole issue. Avengers 64-page annual number 22. This was the first appearance of Blood Wraith, and I know that because it says that on the back right there. This one has Sam Keith artwork inside. Really awesome artwork. Wolverine versus Venom in there. And then on the other side is the Marvel Comics Presents with Ghost Rider, Cloak and Dagger, and I think Wonder Man is in there too. So it's Marvel Comics Presents number 119. Some awesome artwork. And Marvel Superhero Summer Special X-Men. This is I always like these different like special ones that they had. They had a winter one. I think I have a winter one too. I think it was like the first appearance of Squirrel Girl, which I think that goes for a little bit of money now, surprisingly. But I love this. This artist reminded me a bit of Rob Liefeld, Arthur Adams. I love that style. X Factor number 31. And here's like a little mini comic. This actually had really good artwork. But yeah, a little mini Justice League comic. And then we got a kind of like a glossy, it's got some little beat up areas though on it, but it's Escape from the Dead. It's a thicker, not quite hardback, but this was actually really good. Zombies and stuff like that in there. But Escape from the Dead. And then we got an Amazing Spider-Man number 1, one of the variant editions, which was really cool looking cover. They did a lot of these ones that was like kind of like a take on album covers. So that's pretty awesome. And then we've got the Uncanny Inhumans, which I dig that artwork as well. Another variant edition. And these ones were all like $5 a piece too. And then we've got a Newberry Comics variant edition for Thor. The female Thor on there. And we've got another Thor edition right here. This is Thor number 8. I don't know if this is a variant or not. It has the digital edition, but it's a pretty cool looking cover as well. And this is in a thick protector. I only have a couple of them in there like that, but all right, let's go ahead and get into some of the boxes. And let's get into the biggest box first. Let's see if I can move this over some and flip this open. And flip it open so this part goes down. Make this easier. All right, right on top we've got some Amazing Spider-Man with Carnage and Venom. And I remember that was like the second appearance of Carnage. I know I had the first appearance of Carnage. I don't know which box it is in, or if it could have very well been thrown out. Like I said, I had a bunch more comics than this, but I don't know where they are. These were the ones I could find so far. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get into it. We've got a Blade Runner right here. This is a Marvel Super Special. I think this one right here was a kind of a more difficult one to come by. But I have mostly Marvel, but there's some different stuff in here too. So really beautiful cover on that one. That off to the side, and then we've got this was in a Wizard Comics one, Bone number 13 and a half. I mean, this being pretty popular back in the day, and it comes with a certificate of authenticity because it was something that you can only get through Wizard. So kind of an exclusive right there. And then we've got some Valiant. I'm going to keep some Valiant ones, but I don't think I'm going to keep this one. Magnus the Robot Fighter number 18. I really liked a Turok and Exo Manowar, Bloodshot, Rye. So yeah, the New Mutants. I don't know. I might keep this one. That's some memories right there. This is one of the annuals. I have to check to see. New Mutants was my favorite. I was younger at the time, and they were like young characters. This is one of the annuals, number 5 from 1989. Holy moly! But put that off to the side. Savage Dragon versus Bedrock. Oh, man, I used to love Savage Dragon back in the day. Man, it's awesome to see. This is one of the things that I liked, you know, kind of going through this. I'm going to check them all out. It's going to bring back a lot of memories. So that's the number 3. And we've got Teen Titans Sell Out. And this is number 1. I guess, I don't know if this is, how many issues were in this one, but continues in Deathstroke number 17. Oh wow, Wesley Snipes and Passenger 57. 2080 presents. And yeah, this is Judge Dredd on there. So this is from Quality Comics. There's a bunch of different, you know, every now and then you'll see some other comic book companies in this box, probably, or some of these boxes. And we've got this is from Valiant. This is a Valiant Vision starter kit. Includes glasses, comic, and poster. This was essentially $3. I'm not too familiar with this one. I don't remember that one too much. We've got a Vanguard number 1. And we've got it from Defiant Comics, Warriors of Plasm number 1. Yeah, a lot of these ones that weren't, you know, like the big companies had some really good comics, though. We've got the West Coast Avengers number 7. That's an awesome cover, too.
It was one of the things, like, I used to love to draw when I was a kid. So a lot of these covers just, like, spoke to me, the artwork too. And then I got into the storylines. There were some really good storylines. So it was good. You know, got kids into reading, and adults as well. West Coast Avengers number 14. I love these kind of these styles they did for the different comics back in the day, with the characters front and center, and then around the border, the other characters. Hawkeye right there. West Coast Avengers number 42. What If. I loved a lot of these What If comics. What If Fantastic Four had lost the Trial of Galactus, and that's number 15. And then What If Captain America had formed the Avengers, and that's number 29. Oh wow, awesome. Kind of want to read that one now. Here's the DC Who's Who. I used to like these too. They would go over the different characters and give you like all their info, and that was pretty awesome. I dug that. Reminds me of like the file cards from G.I. Joe's. Here's another Who's Who. This is November '88. So there you go. But yeah, it was pretty cool to see all the characters and all that information and stuff. Marvel Age. Wow, see, 50 cents from 1987, number 49. Man, was it Gru, I think that character was? Awesome. The Mighty Thor, I totally remember reading this one a bunch. As you can see, this one's kind of beat up. But, yeah, I mean, that's, you know, when I was a kid, you know, you didn't think about preserving them for value. You were enjoying, you know, reading them and checking out the artwork and trying to imitate the artwork and style and stuff like that, and giving you ideas. Yeah, creativity right there. But in ElfQuest, this was ElfQuest number 26. So there's some that are in good condition, but some are like reader ones. I think, you know, the older I got into comics and stuff, I preserved them a little bit better. Gargoyle number 1. That's a freaking awesome cover. But yeah, the majority of these are, you know, 80s, 90s. Bloodshot Yearbook number 1. Bloodshot I was really into. Youngblood was another one that was awesome. Again, I love Rob Liefeld. So that's Team Youngblood, number 9. And we got the new Archies. I remember liking the Archies a lot when I was like a younger kid too. Yeah, I had some of the, like the smaller ones that you get at the grocery stores all the time. I don't know if they even still carry those. I don't know if that's a thing. It was like Archie Digest. That's number 22. New Gods. Wow, it's a thickie. This is number 6. I think this is like this. I thought the New Gods came out, you know, before I was around, but I don't really remember for sure. But yeah, this is a classic Jack Kirby artwork, which is always awesome. We've got New Mutants number 31, New Mutants number 35, New Mutants number 41. New Mutants number 45. Again, I love that awesome style right there, kind of that portrait style that they did back during that time. New Mutants 55. Ah, I have so many in here. This is going to take forever to do. But let's go ahead and see. New Mutants number 65. A lot of New Mutants. New Mutants number 68. New Mutants number 74. New Mutants number 75. And it's funny because I know I have like another stack of New Mutants. There was a period where I had a stack that were essentially like I considered reader copies. Then I have another stack that I was trying to keep in better condition. So I think I have way more New Mutants comics somewhere. Night Stalkers. This is Rise of the Midnight Suns, number 1. I remember liking this series as well. Ghost Rider, Blade. I can't remember. Morbius. Nomad number 1. Wow. So I guess that was that's crazy. I forgot about that character. Captain America, Bucky, Nth Man, Galactus on there. It's pretty cool looking. And that was, what issue was that? Number 14. And then we've got Nth Man number 16. And we've got Omega Man Annual number 1 from 84. This is in pretty good condition, it looks like. It's pretty cool looking. And we've got Ghost Rider number 1. This is, this is Mark Teixeira, I think, was the artist. He's also a baseball player, but not the same person, obviously, same name. But from 92. So it's not like the old school one, but it's still kind of old school now, looking back on it. Wow, that's crazy to think. 91. Whew. But Phantom Force number 1 from Image. This kind of has like a Jack Kirby style to it. Oh, it even says Kirby and Liefeld. That's interesting. To look more into it. It's created by legendary Jack Kirby. Oh, it's awesome. All the different Image characters back in the day. And here's one called Figments from Amazing Comics. Kind of cool looking. And I remember reading this one a bunch. Spectacular Spider-Man with a Puma on there. And it's number 154. And we got Spectacular Spider-Man 165. And Web of Spider-Man number 55. I remember a lot of times I was, big into Spider-Man, Avengers and stuff like that, X-Factor, X-Men. So I would try to, make as many of the series as I could, try to complete my local comic book store. Web of Spider-Man number 60. So I wonder how much this one was back in the day. $2.75 back in the day for that one. And, oh, here's a cool Hulk cover right there. Web of Spider-Man number 69. Some vibrant colors on that one. And we've got Uncanny X-Men number 307. And we've got Captain America 401. Floating heads on there. We've got, oh, that looks friggin' awesome. Cap Wolf, Man and Wolf Part 4 of 6. This is Captain America 405 in late August. Captain America with Crossbones, number 409. Captain America 418. Daredevil. So that's interesting. Yeah, I like to see a lot of the crossovers that they did too. This is Captain America 427. And there's some cards in here. That's interesting. I felt like something was harder in here. But I guess it's an advertisement. But it looks like there's actually 3 cards in there. Oh, that's cool. Venom and Carnage. Spider-Man. So that was an advertisement for some of the Marvel Master Prints collection right there. And they actually gave you some cards that I guess was kind of like a... better to leave it intact like that. NBA Jam. Oh, I was like undefeated in that. That was awesome. In fact, I remember I was undefeated and I was playing my best friend at the time. And he was up by, like, I don't know, like 5 points or something with a few seconds left. And I, like, kicked the SNES and it reset. So I was going to lose that one. But still, technically didn't. But, but man, I used to love that. That game was awesome. College Slam, too. Captain Atom. Here's a DC one. And this is number 1. And Daredevil. Number 285. Daredevil 294. Daredevil 307. Darkhawk, number 19. Batman and Detective Comics, number 625. That's a long running series. Youngblood, number 4. This one looks like it has some rubbing, though. Probably from that one on top. But still some amazing artwork on there. Pretty awesome. Splatterhouse. I like seeing these old advertisements, too. Splitting Image, number 2. I think this is kind of like a parody one of the different characters in there from Image. Supreme God of Thunder. It's interesting how, like, this one looks like in pristine condition, and I don't have a cover thing on it, and there's no rubbing on it. That one had a, like, rubbing on it. I don't know why. Maybe it was like that beforehand, because I don't see any of these other ones having that. Daredevil, The Man Without Fear, number 3. I remember this kind of like a limited run. I think it was maybe 4 different comics on here, but John Romita Jr. So that was, the artwork on here was amazing. Frank Miller. But yeah, that run was phenomenal. And this is another one that I remember enjoying a lot. Executioner Song. Is this Jay Lee artwork? It might be. I think he's an artist who kind of like reinvented himself, because I remember he had a very recognizable style. He did a lot of Namor, Submariner comics and X Factor and stuff like that. Then he came back later, I think, and did a completely different style of artwork. But I always remember his art standing out. So X Factor 86 and New Mutants number 51. That one has damage. Womp womp. Ah, oh, look at that. Ugly balls. That's hilarious. Bonkers chewy candy. Executioner Song, X Factor, number 84. And I remember these cards being awesome. Marvel Masterpieces. I remember I got a box of that for my birthday one year. That was like a big deal, because I think it was like, I don't know, $85 a box or something crazy at the time. That was like the biggest birthday gift I ever got. But yeah, those packs of cards were, at the time, like the most expensive packs of comic book cards that you can get. Beautiful artwork on there. Glossy cards. And I think I still have a bunch of those somewhere. Batman and the Outsiders, number 3. Burger Time. Black Condor, number 7. Black Knight, number 1. Bloodshot, number 2. Bloodshot, number 3. Bloodshot, number 4. Eternal Warrior. Bloodshot, number 5. Bloodshot, number 6. And Bloodshot, number 7. I think this was the first appearance of Ninjak. I remember him being a really popular character back in the day. I think he got his own spin-off comic too. Bloodshot, number 8. Bloodstrike, Blood Brothers Prelude, Rub the Blood, number 1. Bloodstrike, number 5. Blue Devil, number 22. Bombast, number 1, 1 of 1, Topps Comics. Kirby Chrome trading card inside, it says. I don't know if it's in there or not anymore, but this has Savage Dragon in here. Brigade number 1, the first issue. Love that cover. Win this cover. I guess they had some kind of thing where you could win maybe a poster or something of it. Pretty awesome. Again, Rob Liefeld artwork. And Brigade number 3. Spectacular Spider-Man. This is annual number 12. The Hero Killers, and it has Venom in there. And was it the New Defenders or something like that? Or Defenders? I can't remember what these... New Warriors, that's what it was. New Warriors, it says right there. Trying to do it from memory. But that was a cool one. Battletoads, I remember that. I remember the video game. I think it was a cartoon as well. Speedball, The Masked Marvel, number 7. Savage Dragon, number 3. I already have another one of those. I just like in the beginning of this. Battles Bedrock. Fantastic Four, number 341. Amazing Spider-Man, number 292. That's a pretty cool looking cover. And look at that. 1987, Year of the Reader. Wow, 87. 31 years old. Avengers West Coast Blood Ties, number 101. I remember Gambit was like a super popular character back in the day. And this is the Guardians of the Galaxy that I remember, like some of these characters, not like the ones in the movies. These are completely different characters in here. And it's number 21. I love Guardians of the Galaxy as well, the one that I remember growing up with, these characters. And that's Guardians of the Galaxy number 22. And Guardians of the Galaxy number 24, Silver Surfer. But really, as much as I remember enjoying this series, I think I should just let this go because I haven't read them in like over 10 years. They've been all in boxes for, a decade at my parents' place, so I decided to, get all the stuff out of there. My mom's selling the place, so it's time to get rid of it. Go through everything and keep what I'm going to keep and get rid of what I'm going to get rid of. But Guardians of the Galaxy number 15. Initially I was like, oh, I keep seeing all these different ones in my head. I was like, oh, I remember that issue. I remember this issue. Maybe I should keep this. I think I should really get rid of most of it. Maybe just keep a handful of them. That's about it. Guardians of the Galaxy number 27 with the Inhumans. It's a friggin' awesome cover again. See, I'm going through these. I'm just like falling in love again all over with these comics and remembering different series and stuff. Like some of the ones definitely stand out. I remember reading over and over again, and especially some of the lines where they have different series and crossovers, and Infinity War was another one. Speaking of crossover, Guardians of the Galaxy number 28, Doc Ock. Guardians of the Galaxy number 30. I remember there were so many dramatic covers like this. There were the New Mutants ones. There was I think a Avengers one, and then number 30 and 31 right there. Guardians of the Galaxy. Adventures of Superman, number 454. Kind of looks like the Thing's hand, but obviously it's not. I don't think they had crossovers like that at that point. Adventures of Superman number 462. Homeless for the Holidays. Sometimes it got a little bleak. Adventures of Superman number 484. Awesome. Wrestling. Adventures of Superman 492. Man, there's a lot in here, and this is going to be a long video. Adventures of Superman 493. Funeral for a Friend line. This is number 1 of that line. Adventures of Superman 498. Adventures of Superman 499. Funeral for a Friend number 5. Shift happens. Oh, I remember these. There was I remember for my birthday one year is the Death of Superman, the Black Bag edition. My dad got me and like 2 of my friends. I waited in line for like a long time for that one. But this is Adventures of Superman number 500. I guess he's coming back from the dead in this one. I got 2 different ones of that. I kept one that I opened up and read, and one that's still sealed. So that was a big deal back in the day. And then they had all the different spin-off ones. There's like the Man of Steel, Adventures of Superman, number 500. I guess this is the same one, but without the white bag on there. So I got a few different ones. Yeah, especially during those ones. That's when like the collectability factor really boomed. Adventures of Superman number 501. Amazing Spider-Man annual number 27. Alright. There was a ton in here. I'm going to have to break this up into parts probably. I don't think anybody wants to sit through like an hour-long video of this. Ambush Bug. This is number 2. It's kind of a cool looking cover too. Giant koala bear. Aquaman number 4. Archer and Armstrong. I remember liking this series a lot too from Valiant. And that's number 7 on them. Oh, sliding off. Time to create a second pile. Archer and Armstrong number 9. Archie number 378. Archie number 379. Arion, which I don't really remember this one. Number 20 from June of '84. DC comic one. Looks like a swashbuckling one. Oh, I remember this cover. This was a beautiful cover. I think I got this at the comic book store. These are some of the ones that were obviously older than I am. And yeah, so I remember there's Guardians of the Galaxy off to the side too, all the different characters. Black Panther front and center. Black Panther movie blowing up in theaters. It's from '78, Avengers number 181, but that's such an amazing cover. But I remember buying this at the comic book store, some of these older ones. Here's number 189 of the Avengers. It's another really cool cover. Hawkeye front and center. But yeah, I really liked the Avengers too when I was younger. Avengers number 190. And Avengers number 200. This is a double-sized anniversary edition from 1980. So that's a pretty cool cover too. A lot of these ones were just amazing covers. 201 as well for the Avengers. Jarvis takes over. All right, let's see. And we've got Mighty Avengers number 253. Got Avengers number 322. Avengers number 336. Avengers number 338. I'd say the majority of them have the backer and bag. Avengers number 343. As you can see in the video. Yes, Swordsman and Black Knights, number 344, Avengers. Pretty awesome. I remember liking those characters. Oh, I have Starjammers. That was awesome. This is a 64-page, 350th issue spectacular of Avengers. Avengers versus the Starjammers. Those were cool characters, too. All right, and we've got X-Force. Oh, again, I loved... New Mutants, which kind of turned into X-Force. That's number 12. And X-Force 13, Cable. Cable's going to blow up with being in Deadpool number 2, the movie. And then X-Force number 14. X-Force number 15, Cable versus Deadpool. X-Force Executioner Song was a popular run. I remember that one. This is X-Force number 16. X-Force number 17. Strife right there versus Apocalypse. X-Force number 18. Cable versus Strife. X-Force number 20. X-Force number 21. Some different characters in there. Nick Fury, War Machine, Cannonball, Shatterstar. X-Force number 22. Was it Shatterstar or Longshot? I think there was two different characters that were similar. I don't know. My memory's terrible. This is, stuff that I was reading forever ago now. X-Force number 23. Domino versus Deadpool. X-Force. Oh, I remember these hologram ones. Awesome. Look at that. X-Force number 25 Anniversary Edition. Fatal Attractions. Yeah, a bunch of these ones like crossed over and they had those little holograms going on. X-Force Annual Shattershot. So I think I was right that first time. Yeah, so this is annual number 1 for X-Force. X-Force number 2, the second annual. And there's the X-Men video game right there. Ad for that. X-Men, the new one with Jim Lee right there. Amazing artwork. Jim Lee is one of the best ever, in my opinion. From 1991. Mutant Milestone. But yeah, that was such a huge boom of comics back during that time. Yeah, there's another one, the same one. There was different like covers. So I remember getting the different covers for it for X-Men number 1. And there's another one. And Wolverine was crazy popular. Venom was crazy popular. Cable, Gambit. Psylocke was another one. So there's another X-Men. The one with Magneto. Here's X-Men number 2. A Wolverine game. X-Men number 3. It's such a badass cover right there with Jim Lee. Colossus and Psylocke. And yeah, Bishop was another character that was really popular too. during that time period. X-Men number 6, that's such a friggin' awesome cover too. Sabretooth, Wolverine, and Psylocke. Jim Lee just killed it back in the day. One of the best. Best ever, again, like I said, in my opinion. Here's Bishop right there. Gambit versus Bishop. X-Men number 8. X-Men number 9. Wolverine versus Ghost Rider. Encino Man. X-Men number 11. Jubilee was a popular character too. X-Men number 12. X-Men number 13. X-Men number 14, The Executioner Song. Andy Kubert artwork. X-Men number 15. Some more Andy Kubert artwork. He did some great runs there. Another Andy Kubert. X-Men number 16. More of The Executioner Song. Cable front and center. That's such an awesome cover too. X-Men number 17. Again, I love snowy setting everything. So that was cool to see that in the comics. X-Men number 21. This is from Pizza Hut. I was like, this isn't the same artwork and style. X-Men number 3, collector's edition from Pizza Hut. So that's funny. All right, I think I'm gonna just finish out this last little bit. Here's another one from the Fatal Attraction line with the Gambit hologram right there, which is so awesome. The depth in that, really cool. And another Andy Kubert. This one was I think this is the one where Magneto takes the adamantium out of Wolverine. I think that was a really cool, different one. This is an anniversary issue, number 25 for X-Men. So there we go. I think I'm going to finish it on that note. And I'm going to come back and do part 2 with this side. So stay tuned. And here we go. Here's part 2 of the big box of comics. We've got The Amazing Spider-Man number 362. This was the second appearance of Carnage. Pretty awesome cover. Team up with Venom. Take down Spider-Man. And we've got Amazing Spider-Man number 363, which is, again, the third appearance of Carnage. And they quickly caught on that Carnage was a popular character because I bought this for $6.50 back in 1992. So that was a big deal during that time period to have a comic that was that price. Usually it was the cover price or, a little bit more. But, yeah, so they caught on quickly that he was going to be huge, and he still is. And I think, I had the first appearance of Carnage somewhere, 361. I don't know for sure if it's in these boxes or not, because, again, I had way more comics than this. So hopefully it is, because I know that comic book goes for, or at least it used to go for a fair amount of money. But I haven't really kept up on prices in comics in a while. Amazing Spider-Man number 364. Shocker. Although I do follow some people on Instagram, so occasionally I'll see what they are charging for stuff. Amazing Spider-Man number 374. That's an awesome cover with Venom. And, there was a period where I was thinking about getting back into comics, and I was buying a few comics here and there. So I still follow a few comic book sellers on eBay and collectors. Or not on eBay, on Instagram. So Amazing Spider-Man number 366 with the Red Skull. Yeah, so I would love to actually, if anybody's interested in buying these, let me know. I'd rather do this route than eBay. Amazing Spider-Man number 371. Amazing Spider-Man number 334, Eric Larson cover. Another Eric Larson one. That's a freaking awesome cover. Some of these, I would just love that one too, with Doc Ock. Some of the covers are just so fantastic. I'd love to just even frame them and put them on the wall. Number 338. First, the Sinister Six. And it has the Return of the Sinister Six run right there. And Amazing Spider-Man number 346, another really awesome cover. This is during that whole time period where certain artists like Eric Larson, Todd McFarlane, Rob Liefeld, Jim Lee came on the scene, and their style was so different, and it was recognizable and just kind of jolted the comic book world, I think. But really awesome cover from Eric Larson. Amazing Spider-Man number 348. Amazing Spider-Man number 350. Doctor Doom. Amazing Spider-Man number 359. The Web of Spider-Man number 21 from 1986. And we've got another one from Defiant Comics, Warriors of Plasm, Home for the Holidays. This was $6, kind of a thicker one. And this one, I think I might have gotten like a flea market or something like that. It's probably like dirt cheap, but I just like that cover. It's like, oh, you know what? For a reader copy, I'll check it out. Obviously, it's like missing a piece, but that cover looked awesome. And, you know, Hulk in a Spider-Man comic, why not? Web of Spider-Man number 53. And that's a cool cover, too. Is that Rhino back there? I can't tell, but it's got that shadow of like a horn. Or maybe it's just another like werewolf person in here. Web of Spider-Man number 66. Green Goblin and the Molten Man. I remember these covers too were pretty popular back in the day. Web of Spider-Man number 90. All the different Spider-Man ones had those hologram covers. So this was for the giant 30th anniversary special. Encino Man. West Coast Avengers number 1. And this is from 1984. That's a pretty cool one. Rom. Puck. So that's pretty awesome. Superman Man of Steel number 1. Superman Man of Steel number 22. Some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Adventures number 7 from Archie Adventure series. So that's pretty cool. I remember being big into, oh, those handheld games are awesome. I remember being big into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the figures, the cartoon, the comics. What was that, like Nut Job or something that character's name was? And Wingnut or something? It's been forever, but... So there's another Mighty Ninja Turtles number 8. And then Mighty Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mighty Mutant Animals number 1. That is pretty cool. Yeah, I remember some of these characters for sure. Some more. Oh, here's a real thick one right here. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles presents Mighty Mutant Animals, blah, 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 Invasion from Space. And this is Winter 91, a really thick one. So, that's pretty cool. Terror Inc. number 1 from Marvel. Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. Iron Man number 295. This is part of the Infinity Crusade crossover. Johnny Quest Classics right there. That is a cool cover, though. Some classic artwork. And this is number 1 from Comico, a 3-issue collector's series. And we've got Judge Dredd from Eagle Comics, number 18. And we've got Jughead, number 31. Justice League, or Giant Justice League America, new double-length one. This is number 140. And we've got Justice League. Yeah, this one's pretty beat up on the... But I remember reading this one a bunch. Justice League America, number 26. Blue Beetle and Batman. This cover's friggin' awesome. Justice League America, number 58, with Lobo. The artist Bart Sears, I think, might have done some work on this. Does it say? Yes, it does. So that's pretty awesome, too. He was another one that stood out for DC. I think he might have worked on Valiant, too. Justice League America, Funeral for a Friend. This is number 70. And this is like right after they killed him off. And Justice League America number 71, who will join the new Justice League America. Justice League America number 74. Justice League Justice League Europe number 42. Legionnaires number 1. Anniversary issue, The Legion of Superheroes. That's a cool looking cover. Number 300. It's a thick one. I remember reading this comic a bunch. In fact, I have a couple of them, apparently. Manhunter number 7. And there's another one. Yeah, this is the one that was like my reader one because it's beat to poop. Marvel Age number 103. Marvel Age number 108. This is official Marvel Zombie Magazine. John Romita Jr. artwork. His artwork always stood out too. Here's Sam Keith, another person whose artwork stands out like crazy. Which is, yeah, Marvel Comics Presents number 107. And then this is the one where they had like you can reverse the covers. So that's pretty cool. And then they did again Wolverine versus Venom. This was like a ongoing one. I'm not going to take this one out to show you the reversible cover on it, but that's pretty awesome. Sam Keith did Max, which was an awesome cartoon and comic book series, but he did a whole bunch of stuff. And I have another one of this one. In fact, I think I showed it in the first part of this one, but that was more Wolverine versus Venom. And there's more Wolverine versus Venom. Marvel Comics Presents 120. And more Wolverine versus Venom. Marvel Comics Presents 122. And in the back, we've got more Cloak and Dagger and Ghost Rider. And I guess Speedball's in here too. Marvel Holiday Special, which is, I think, Arthur Adams. Yeah, Arthur Adams again. Amazing artwork. Kind of reminded me of Rob Liefeld a little bit with his style. But I think Rob Liefeld was a little bit more exaggerated with certain features. But that's a cool one. That one does have a ding down there. But it's a thick one. And a really cool cover artwork. And Marvel Masterpieces number 4. I think this is just showing off like the artwork from that comic book series. But Joe Jusko did some amazing, beautiful prints for that. Marvel Saga number 21 from 1987. It's the official history of the Marvel Universe. Marvel Saga number 23. Black Bolt, Fantastic Four. Namor number 4. Again, his run got really cool when Jay Lee took over. Kind of an underrated comic book character. He's been around for so long. Official Teen Titans Index. This was part 4 of 5. And then we've got Silver Surfer number 22. And Ultraverse The Strangers. Malibu Comics. I don't remember this one. Web of Spider-Man number 107. Sandman. And we've got some Wolverine comics in here. Number 26. I remember, yeah, all the Wolverine comics were pretty awesome. The artwork in here was really cool, too. I remember that. Robin 3, number 6. Brigade, number 25. Cable, number 5. This is an Action Comics reprint, number 1. If I actually had the real one, I would be sitting pretty. I think regardless of condition. Action Comics number 588 with Hawkman and Hawkgirl. Action Comics number 662. Superman on there. Action Comics 665. Action Comics with Supergirl on there. Feeling for a Friend number 2. 685 for Action Comics. More Action Comics. Reign of Superman, which looks like it has that die cut feel right there to the cover. Number 687. And it comes with a Last Son of Krypton poster. Superman number 687, Action Comics. And we've got more Superman Action Comics number 689. These are the different Superman characters that came after Superman was killed off. And then Bark's Roop here. Little tattoos in there. Adventures of the Outsiders number 39. That is interesting. I don't remember that one too much. Superboy. Adventures of Superboy Special I've seen on TV number 1. All kinds of different Superboy characters, looks like. Adventures of Superman. Number 449. This one's pretty beat up, it looks like, on the top at least. And the back. Avengers number 351. Raza's Rage. Avengers Annual. That's a really cool cover too. There's the Blob and all kinds of different characters on there. Mystique. This is how Mystique looked back in the day. And this is Avengers Annual number 15 from 1986. Pretty awesome. Avengers Annual number 20 was the Mole Men. I think that's who that might have been. Avengers Spotlight, featuring Hawkeye number 34, U.S. Agent. Avengers West Coast number 60. Avengers West Coast number 63. Avengers West Coast number 73. They did a lot of those dramatic covers, and there's another dramatic cover right here. Avengers West Coast number 76. Avengers West Coast number 77. Avengers West Coast number 78. Avengers West Coast number 83. Avengers West Coast number 84. With Spider-Man, Spider-Woman, and Spider-Woman's origin. That cover is so cool. Batman number 397 with a Two-Face on there. And then we've got Batman number 398. And Batman The New Adventures 415. And Batman New Adventures 416. And Batman number 449. Batman 469. Batman 484. I remember these Nightfall series when Bane broke Batman's bat. That cover in the issue was awesome. 493. That was like another huge comic and comic book run right here for DC. Batman number 495. Nightfall number 7. Batman 496. And there's a Bane cover with Catwoman. Batman 498. This is Nightfall. As you can see, when each part of that series, the little moon or the little bat symbol would go further up. So that's number 15. It's almost done, I think, at this point. And Armageddon 2001 or Batman Annual. Yeah, it's Batman Annual number 15. Air Raiders from Star Comics. This might have been I'm not sure if this was a cartoon or not. I vaguely remember that one. I remember this comic. I remember reading this a bunch, obviously, because it's beat up. Alpha Flight, taking on the Hulk. The Amazing Spider-Man Skating on Thin Ice number 1 with Todd McFarlane artwork. I guess this was kind of like a PSA for kids not to take drugs or drink beer or smokes cigarettes and stuff like that. But Electro's in here. Some cool artwork. And Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 26 with Defenders. No, New Warriors. Why do I always want to call them Defenders? New Warriors. It says it right friggin' there. And Venom's in there. Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 27. I think I showed that one already. I might have had that one has the card in there. Superman number 30. Superman number 45. Superman number 46. Sleepwalker number 2. Remember Sleepwalker being a pretty cool character. Speaking of another cool character, Shadowhawk. And I guess I paid $2.50 for this. This is from Image Comics, Shadowhawk number 2. And then we've got Shadow Man from Valiant Comics, number 14. He was an awesome character too. I really liked Valiant Comics a lot. I think they got kind of big, but they were still kind of underrated in my opinion. Superman number 83. Part of it's the epilogue for Funeral for a Friend. Superman Man of Steel number 20. Again, part of the Funeral for a Friend line. Superman the Man of Steel number 21, but Funeral for a Friend part 7. That was a kind of an iconic character from what I can, or iconic cover from what I can remember. As at least a young kid, it definitely stood out. And we've got Superman the Man of Steel number 26. Spawn number 5. Awesome McFarlane cover. Spawn number 22, another really cool cover. New Teen Titans number 20. New Teen Titans number 29. New Teen Titans number 33. The New Warriors number 26. The New Warriors Annual number 2. Spider-Man. Oh, that's a friggin' awesome cover too. Power Man and Iron Fist number 115. And Power Man and Iron Fist number 118. Power Pack number 13. Power of the Atom number 4. And then Power of the Atom number 5. Power of the Atom number 6. Power of the Atom number 7. Namor, Annual number 1. The Adventures of Superman with a really nice foily cover, number 505. That's beautiful. We've got Superman and Action Comics Annual number 5, Bloodlines. This had some awesome artwork from Sam Keith. Adventures of Thing in a 4-issue limited series. I remember having some of the old Thing comics too back in the day. Adventures of Thing number 2, Ghost Rider. Another cool John Quesada cover. He was another one that had really cool, innovative look to his drawings. Adventures of Thing number 3, featuring the Avengers. All right, let's finish off this box right here. Nice, Wolverine and another hologram cover right there. Pretty cool. Number 75, this is the anniversary issue. Another part of the Fatal Attraction, where Magneto was taking out his adamantium. Oh, I'm probably going to keep this one. Well, the Wolverine Saga with Rob Liefeld and Austin right there. Book 1 Beginnings. Wonder Man, number 1. X Factor, number 10. Again, this is at those awesome cover art, like portrait style ones. And I guess I paid $5 for that one. So that's what it has, the little tag thing right there. Let's go ahead and just put these last ones up here. X Factor number 11. X Factor number 12. X Factor number 13. I remember this one. I had a few different ones of this one too because of Rob Liefeld artwork. X Factor number 40. And this one was $5 back in the day. X-Men number 52 with beautiful Rob Liefeld cover, Sabretooth versus Archangel on the cover. And then X Factor number 53. X Factor number 56. X Factor number 61 with Cable. Extinction Agenda. X Factor number 67. Inhumans, X Factor 69. Muir Island. I remember this line too. Mike Mignola, he did Hellboy. He had very unique style too. X Factor 70. X Factor 81. X Factor 83. X Factor 92, which has an awesome cover art right there. X-Force number 1. This is a sealed one with a Deadpool card. That is freaking awesome. Tempted to keep this one. Maybe. I don't know. I'll debate on it. X-Force number 2 with Deadpool. You know, really early Deadpool appearances. This might have been like, I don't know, his 3rd appearance. Maybe 2nd appearance. I'm not even 100% sure, but really early on. X-Force number 3. X-Force number 4, because Deadpool appeared first in New Mutants 98, I believe. And then New Mutants only went to, I think, 100, and then they turned over to X-Force. X-Force number 5. Really awesome cover, too. I remember that one. X-Force number 6. X-Force number 7. X-Force number 8. I'm probably going to keep this one for sure, because I remember it had a 6-pack, which I thought was pretty cool. Cable, giving more of the origin story. X-Force number 9. X-Force number 10. X-Force number 11. A really cool cover, too. That was always one that I remember. And this was like, that's the thing that I remember, too. When Domino was first, came out with New Mutants, later it was found out that it was somebody pretending to be her. I can't remember the name that they used, like Mimic or something like that. And then the real Domino was revealed right there. So pretty awesome. So that is that box. Let me know if you're interested in any of the comics, and then I will go over the other 2 boxes coming up. And yeah, there's a ton of comics in here. It adds up as far as how many. But let me know, and leave me a comment down below, and let me know if you read comics now or you did when you were younger, or what your favorite comic book was and what your favorite comic book character was. Leave me a comment down below. Hope everybody's doing well. Take care.